Imagine standing in a crowded room. Her eyes pass over you. And in that single second, you already know she isn't drawn to you. That sinking feeling in your chest, that quiet ache that whispers, "Why not me?" Every man has felt it. And yet, here's the uncomfortable truth. Attraction isn't random, it's not luck, and it's not about being the tallest, richest, or most handsome guy in the room. It's about something much deeper. You've been taught all your life to chase women, to impress them, to prove your worth like a performer on a stage. But what if everything you were told about getting women was designed to keep you weak, needy, and replaceable? What if the real way to get any woman you want was hidden in plain sight, but buried under lies about what women actually respond to? You see, women aren't looking for the man who bends over backwards to please them. That's not desire, it's desperation. They're not secretly longing for the man who texts them paragraphs, buys them everything, or worships the ground they walk on. That might earn you a polite smile, maybe even a thank you, but it will never stir the kind of hunger that makes a woman think about you at night when she's lying in bed. What women crave, what they can't resist, is a man who makes them feel something powerful. Not comfort, not safety alone, intensity. A man whose energy commands the room without even trying. A man who can walk away if he isn't respected. A man who doesn't need her, but chooses her. Think about the men women chase. Men who seem to break every nice guy rule, yet they're unforgettable. Why? Because he is the prize. He embodies a presence so magnetic that she doesn't even understand why she can't stop thinking about him. And here's the bitter pill most men don't want to swallow. She can sense in seconds if you're that man or not. Not by your words, not by your gifts, but by the energy you carry. And until you understand that truth, you'll keep losing her before you even begin. Here's the part most men never realize. Women are not attracted to men the way you're attracted to them. You see her beauty, her smile, the curve of her body, and instantly your imagination fills in the rest. But women, they're wired differently. She doesn't just look at your face or your body. She scans deeper, almost subconsciously. In less than 30 seconds, she knows if you're a man she respects or a man she'll forget. She feels your posture, your tone, your confidence, or the lack of it. And in that instant, she decides whether you're a man to chase or a man to dismiss. This is why so many men fail without ever realizing why. You think saying the right lines will win her. You think money will impress her. You think being endlessly available will make her stay. But deep inside, she feels none of it. Because women aren't looking for perfection. They're looking for strength. Not muscles alone, not arrogance, but a grounded power that says, "I don't need your validation to know my worth." And that's where most men betray themselves. The moment you try too hard, the moment you give away your frame, she senses weakness. And once she feels that weakness, desire dies. She may like you, she may even appreciate you, but she won't crave you. And here's the truth that stings. If she doesn't crave you, she'll never stay loyal to you in her heart. She'll always keep her options open because she's waiting for the man who makes her feel alive. But let me tell you something most men never hear. This power, this magnetic pull, it isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. Every choice you make, every habit you repeat, every standard you set, it all shapes the energy you carry. And women read that energy like a book. When you walk into her life, she's not listening to your words, she's feeling your presence. Are you the man who bends and pleads? Or the man who stands so firmly in his value that she feels drawn to prove herself to you? And the moment you flip that dynamic, when she feels she has something to lose, you become unforgettable. Think back to the last time you felt invisible to a woman you wanted. You replayed every word you said, every move you made, trying to figure out why she didn't choose you. Maybe she laughed at your jokes, maybe she even smiled when you spoke, but deep down you knew she wasn't drawn to you. And that's the cruelest part about attraction. It can't be forced, and women know instantly if they feel it. What men don't realize is that attraction isn't about what you give to her. It's about what she feels in your presence. You can buy her gifts, send her flowers, write her the sweetest messages, but if none of it makes her feel a shift in her emotions, she will forget you as quickly as she met you. Why? Because women live in their emotions. They don't fall for the man who explains his worth. They fall for the man who makes them feel it without words. When you carry yourself with quiet certainty, when you move like you belong, when you speak with intention instead of nervous filler, that's when she pays attention. Not because of what you're saying, but because of who you're being. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most men chase women to fill a void inside themselves. You hope her attention will validate you. You hope her love will heal the emptiness. But women can smell that emptiness, and it repels them. Why? Because she doesn't want to be your medicine. She wants to be your mirror. She wants to feel that she's stepping into the world of a man who already knows who he is, with or without her. That's what makes her lean in. That's what makes her wonder, why does he feel different? Why do I want him more than he wants me? And when that switch flips, everything changes. Suddenly, she's the one sending the long texts. She's the one overthinking what you mean. She's the one competing for your time because she feels she's the one who has to earn you. And that's the exact moment you go from chasing her to being the man she chases. Every man secretly asks himself the same question. What do women really want? You've seen them reject good men, kind men, loyal men, only to run after men who don't treat them half as well. And in that confusion, you begin to doubt yourself. You think maybe you're not good enough. Maybe you're missing something they crave. But let me tell you the truth, most men never hear. Women are not attracted to kindness alone. They're attracted to power. Not the kind of power that controls her, but the kind of power that controls you. She wants to see if you're in command of your emotions, your decisions, your life. Because here's the secret. If you can't lead yourself, she will never trust you to lead her. And trust is the foundation of desire. When she looks into your eyes, she's asking herself silently, can this man guide me, or will I have to guide him? The answer to that question decides if she feels chemistry or pity. But this doesn't mean you treat her badly. It doesn't mean you play games or become cold. It means you embody the rarest energy a man can have today. Discipline. Discipline to walk away when she disrespects you. Discipline to not chase when she pulls away. Discipline to stay focused on your mission, even when her beauty distracts you. That's when she realizes you're different. That's when she feels both safe and challenged in your presence. Safe, because you're unshaken by her tests. Challenged, because she can't manipulate your emotions the way she does with weaker men. And here's what flips the script. Women don't fall for the man who gives them everything. They fall for the man they can't fully figure out. When she knows she doesn't have complete control over you, she invests more. She thinks about you more. She obsesses over how to win you. That tension, that uncertainty, is what fuels attraction. Because desire lives in mystery, not in predictability. So the question isn't, how do I get her? The real question is, how do I become the man she doesn't want to lose? And once you understand that, you'll stop chasing women and start choosing which women are worthy of chasing you. Let me reveal a truth that may sting. Women are constantly testing you. Not because they're cruel, not because they enjoy it, but because they have to. Attraction is survival for them. Deep down, a woman needs to know if you're the kind of man who can handle pressure, or if you'll fold the moment life gets hard. Every little thing she does, the delays in her replies, the playful teasing, the sudden mood shifts, it's all part of her instinctual radar. She's not listening to your promises, she's watching your reactions. If you get angry when she pulls away, she knows you're fragile. If you beg when she withdraws, she knows you're needy. If you crumble when she challenges you, she knows you're weak. And weakness never inspires desire. But when you stay grounded, when you refuse to be shaken, when you smile and carry on with unbothered strength, That's when she feels that spark. Because she's not just attracted to your looks, your money, or your charm. She's attracted to your resilience. And here's what most men don't see. Every test she gives you is an opportunity. An opportunity to show her that nothing she does can break your frame. That no matter how much she pushes, you will never chase approval. Because the man who doesn't flinch is the man she trusts. And the man she trusts is the man she desires. But let's go deeper. Why do her tests matter so much? Because they separate the man who wants her for validation from the man who wants her as a choice. Women know that men who need them are dangerous, unstable, and weak. But a man who chooses her, even though he doesn't need her, that man is rare. That man is magnetic. That man makes her feel like she has to qualify for him. This is why you see women leave men who give them the world, only to chase men who give them very little. It's not about what you give. It's about who you are when she pushes you. She doesn't want a servant. She wants a man whose strength makes her feminine, whose presence makes her feel like a woman. And once you embody that, you stop being tested and start being desired. Here's the harsh reality most men don't want to accept. Women are not drawn to men who give up their power for affection. The moment you make her your entire world, she loses interest. Why? Because no woman wants to carry the weight of being your purpose. She wants to feel like she's stepping into a man's life that is already full, already rich with meaning, already alive without her. That's what makes her feel like she's winning something rare when she earns a place beside you. Think about it. When a man is desperate, always available, always waiting for her reply, always bending to her schedule, she doesn't feel special, she feels smothered. But when a man is busy building, when he has standards, when his time is valuable, suddenly her attention shifts. She feels the urgency to prove she deserves his presence. That urgency creates desire, and that desire keeps her coming back. And this is where so many men fail. They hand over their crown the second they meet a woman they like. They trade their mission for her attention. They trade their discipline for her comfort. And then they wonder why she stops respecting them. Respect is the root of attraction. Without it, love dies. Without it, desire fades. Without it, she may stay with you, but she'll never truly crave you. So how do you flip it? You live in such a way that she's drawn into your world, not the other way around. You keep your standards high. You protect your time. You move with the quiet confidence of a man who doesn't beg for attention because he knows he can attract it without effort. And when she realizes that your life is already full, that your heart is already grounded, that your energy is already strong, then she doesn't just want to be with you. She feels compelled to earn you. This is the paradox men don't see. The less you need her, the more she needs you. The less you chase her, the more she chases you. The less you fold for her approval, the more she craves your validation. That's the essence of masculine power. And once you embody it, getting any woman you want stops being a struggle and becomes a choice. Let me tell you something most men never admit out loud. Deep down, you fear rejection because it feels like proof that you're not enough. But here's the twist. Rejection isn't proof of your weakness. It's proof that you're offering your value to the wrong woman. Too many men waste years chasing women who were never meant for them, bending, twisting, and losing themselves in the process. And then they wonder why love feels like constant disappointment. The truth is, women don't reject men for being too nice or too good. They reject men who don't make them feel. A man can have a perfect resume, a great job, nice clothes, even a solid physique. But if his energy is needy, predictable, or safe to the point of boredom, she walks. Women want to feel tension, unpredictability, and the thrill of earning your attention. That's what keeps them hooked. That's what makes them invest. And here's the shift you must make. Stop trying to impress every woman and start filtering for the women who are worthy of you. That's when you stop asking, "Does she like me?" and start asking, "Does she deserve me?" When you flip that mindset, everything changes. Suddenly, rejection no longer stings because you realize it's not you being dismissed. It's you dismissing someone who isn't aligned with your value. That's masculine abundance. That's when you start to see that women are not rare, you are. But let me give you the raw truth. This shift requires courage. It requires the courage to walk away from women who don't respect you, the courage to stand firm when she tests you, the courage to say, "No, I won't lower my standards just to keep you around." And when you embody that courage, something powerful happens. Women begin to feel magnetized toward you. Not because you're chasing them, but because you're the man who can't be shaken. Remember this: a man who knows his worth doesn't beg for attention, he commands it. And once you internalize that truth, you'll see rejection not as a wound, but as a filter. Every no you hear is just life pushing you closer to the woman who will crave you, respect you, and fight to keep you. Now listen carefully, because this is the part that separates men who keep struggling from the men who finally win. Attraction isn't a trick. It's not about memorizing lines or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to chase, because his presence alone creates gravity. The kind of man whose silence speaks louder than another man's begging. The kind of man who doesn't lose himself for a woman, but instead inspires her to rise into his world. Every woman wants a man she can respect, a man she can trust to hold his ground, a man she can admire even when she's angry with him. That's the kind of man who gets any woman he wants, not by force, not by manipulation, but by being undeniably rare. And here's the truth: you already have that power inside you. It's been buried under insecurity, under bad advice, under years of being told to be nice instead of strong. But the moment you decide to stop chasing and start leading, everything changes. Imagine the difference. Instead of waiting by your phone, you're focused on your goals. Instead of begging for love, you're building a life worth sharing. Instead of wondering if you're good enough for her, you're asking if she is good enough for you. That shift is magnetic. That shift makes women lean in. That shift turns you from the man who hopes to be chosen into the man every woman hopes to choose. But here's where it gets real. This isn't about women. It's about you. Because once you unlock this power, women are just one area of your life that transforms. Suddenly, you walk differently. You speak differently. You demand more from yourself. And the world responds. Women feel it. Men respect it. Opportunities flow toward it. That's the ripple effect of masculine power. So I'll leave you with this question. Are you ready to stop chasing women and start becoming the man they chase? Tell me in the comments, because I want to hear your truth. And if this message hit you, if you felt something shift inside, then don't just keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe for more, and share it with a brother who needs to hear it. Because the world doesn't need more men who beg. It needs more men who lead.